process of getting ready to go out and fundraise, what should entrepreneurs be thinking about, and what are those steps that they should be taking in order to be successful and get quicker wins faster?
Having an understanding if what you're pitching is at all relevant to the person that you're speaking to. I think people get very excited about seeing investor on LinkedIn or on Angel's Den, sort of having conversations with a whole bunch of people. But if they're not actively interested in the vertical even that you're in, then you're wasting your time, right? So it's not necessarily a numbers game. It is more about engaging and spending time and investing time in people before you've even had a conversation that you think will be a serious opportunity. I think it's very easy to fill your calendar and feel like you're doing a great job. But if 1 in 10 are relevant, you're wasting your time, right? So some of the things to look for when you're analyzing a potential investor are look at the type of stuff that they've invested in before. Something that's actually really important is if you go onto Crunchbase or other similar platforms, you Bowhurst, you have Zoom.ai, whatever you're using, look at the type of valuations of the companies in your vertical and the stage that they're at, and then you can look at who's invested in them at what stage, right? Now, VCs and investors do like to have diverse portfolios, but if you see that there's some synergy around, okay, they've invested in 3 health tech startups at seed stage in the last 18 months, probably someone's worth having a conversation with if you're in health tech, right? So having an understanding of the type of pocket that they're in is important. And then again, with the deal size, don't be approaching VCs that do Series B plus if you're a seed level startup, wasting time. You want to make sure that there's alignment in what you're offering, what they're looking for, and then just following up. It might take 3 or 4 follow-ups to get a response out of an investor, and to an extent that's almost a test at times, because they want to see a bit of tenacity, a bit of hustle. If it was too easy, everybody would be doing it. So don't be embarrassed to chase, and mix it up. Have fun with it. It's as this is a story that's slightly off piste, but will make a lot of sense to a startup and an investor, right? So this was a while ago now, actually. My first intern taught me a lesson that has transformed the way I think about the game, the business. I get a lot of messages on LinkedIn about internships and stuff like that, and I don't manage to get around to many of them. There's just a lot of stuff going on LinkedIn. And this girl, I won't mention her name, but she wrote me a handwritten letter in the post, right? And she put a dice in with the letter, and she said, if you roll a 6, I'd love an internship, right? So I'm a human being, right? I'm going to roll the dice. Like, okay, let's go. Roll the dice. It wasn't a 6. So I was like, that's a shame. Cute idea, but it's a shame. The next week, I get another letter with another dice in there, right? She was like, if you roll a 6, I would love to come and shadow you for a couple of days. So sort of same message, different words. Rolled it. It wasn't a 6. 4 weeks in a row, I'm getting letters in the post with dice. And on the last week, I rolled a 6. And she came, and she was the first and one of the only interns that I've had follow me around. So all of a sudden, the narrative changed from, am I just approaching with the same stuff as always, or do I start to create human experiences that actually start to build a bit of a connection?
Yeah.
So I sort of took that inspiration and sort of fast forward a couple months later, I was in Toronto, and I was trying to, on the studio side of things, I was trying to get in touch with a company called Sodatone, which is like a music platform. They had incredible AI that predicted whether the artist or song was going to be successful, right? So stunning AI, terrible front ends, looked dreadful. It's like, if we can get involved with the front end, this would be amazing. So tried reaching out a whole bunch of ways and wasn't getting anywhere. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to make the founder a playlist, right? So I looked up who the founder and the co-founder were, and I have an Intel partner in Toronto. And I was like, can you tell me what type of music these guys are into by any chance? He was like, sure. I'll scrape their Spotify. So I was like, random, but okay. Send me back their top 10 played songs. So I was like, okay, I kind of understand the vibe. So put like a 15 song playlist together, sent it to them. And I said, if 2 of these songs make it onto your playlist, call me. Next thing you know, they called me and we ended up doing the project. So as an entrepreneur, you have to start thinking outside of this box of I follow up 2 days later, I do this, I do that. Like if you can get the investor's attention, you have a better shot at standing out and having a productive conversation.
So if you enjoy this content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll be creating weekly business boardroom conversations just like this.